All right, here we go. We're gonna do this. I made a video about this. It's 40 minutes long. I'm gonna try and do like a 7 minute. So here we go. Okay. Jared Tendler's Mental Game of Trading book talks about A, B, and C game framework. I think this is crucial, right? So A game, your peak performance state, clear, patient, confident. You trust your plan. You can handle the market's uncertainty. B game, not so good. Some mistakes are starting to creep in, but you're aware, right? Might be second guessing or overthinking, FOMO, whatever, right? But you're still mostly in control. And then you got C game, okay? Once you hit C game, just step away, be out. You're emotionally hijacked. You're acting on impulse, fear, anger, frustration. Performance is well below your capability. All right, I'm gonna go over mine. This is me getting very personal with my trading. ABC analysis for me, there's 4 challenges I deal with on a consistent basis. Fear of being wrong. I love to be right. I hate to be wrong. Greed, as I keep saying over and over, it's not a Lambo or Rolex greed, but it is a greed. Okay, it is a greed to make money. That's why I'm here. Ambition, okay, being overly ambitious in this market can lead to me not making the right decisions, and lack of patience. Okay, I think that just goes hand in hand with the greed and ambition. All right. So I'm going to break down each detail, and there's an action plan. So fear of being wrong, losses, they don't define me. Okay, in my A game, I accept my risk, and there's no need to defend myself. Decisions are calm based on my plan. Pretty much, not like no emotions, but my emotions are in control. Right? I'm not emotional. All right, my B game. Start second guessing entries, hesitating after a loss, start to doubt my system's edge, and feeling urgency to prove that I'm right on the next trade. Okay. So when this happens, I want to push myself back to A game as quickly as possible. C game, refusing to accept a stop out, moving or widening stops. I usually don't do that, but I put that in here to speak to everyone. Revenge trading, over trading. Man, I got to be right, so let me do it again, right? I just got stopped out, so let me go. Emotional decision making, ignoring risk, and trading randomly. That would be my C game. Okay, if I realize I'm here, I try to make myself stop. So, action plan, you can write out like losses or data, not judgment. Journaling after losses, rate my execution, not the outcomes, right? I went through this in complete detail in the other video, so I'm trying to give a quick one. So, my greed, I'm focused on process and risk in my A game. Okay. I'm okay with my set profit targets. I'm good with them, right? 1 to 2 plus, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. So you're okay with set profit targets. I'm not greedy. I don't want more. I'm good with them. All right. You're grateful for consistent small wins. It's not like I want more, I want more. All right. B game, hesitating, take profits at target. Maybe it'll go further, taking impulsive reentries to catch more. Okay. Maybe I feel like, oh, I could have kept going. I can just go to the next trade. So I'll just get back into the same trade I just profited from. All right. Things like that. Forgetting to trail stops based on market structure in your plan. Risk grows because you want more. All right, my C game. Start doubting my own trades. They're already like extended. So I start doubling down. Basically, I start wanting more. Like that greed. I'm fueling it. Okay, ignoring my exit plan, letting winners run that turn into losers, things like that. Um, like I said, I got a full in depth on this. I talk in detail about a lot of this. Okay, over leveraging because I want big paydays. That's huge. Okay, that's that greed. All right. So lock in partial profits to build muscle memory to follow in following your targets. Um, so if you're bad about not taking anything at your targets, you want to start taking some so you can build the muscle memory. I'm very big on not taking take too much profit ahead of time. I really like to shoot for the 1 to 2 R&R on average. So I don't take profits at a 1 to 1, right? Just to secure the win. I do believe in holding to your targets that are realistic and healthy R&R. All right, use a mantra. I'm not here to hit home runs. I'm here to trade well. All right, journal. I was grateful for the profit, or was I chasing more? All right, so ask yourself about this. Visualize stopping at your planned target and being satisfied. So when I enter a trade, my stop and loss are on the chart. I know where they go, and I'm good with both. I visualize both. Okay, so let's talk about ambition real quick. This is a big one for me. You're driven to improve. Um, but consistent profits come first. Okay. A lot of us want to get down the road and want to get rich fast. Okay. Um, this is a long term game. This is not a short term game. But in my A game, I know that I'm driven, but I know consistent profits come first. Okay, I trust that growth happens over time, not in a single trade, and I'm patient with learning and refining my strategy. I don't jump from strategy to strategy. That's a tragedy to do that. I stick with my strategy. I make small adjustments, and I'm patient with myself to learn and refine and do better slowly. B game, I might start losing or I might start trading more size more frequently because I want to level up faster. That has gotten me in the past. Getting distracted, the next level, the goals instead of today's execution. This is insane. Like for serious, I've traded to hit goals. It really almost never goes good. You need to just trade today and you need to trade today's execution. You're not trading tomorrow's outcome. Okay. You're trading today. All right. Comparing yourself to others in trading outside of your plan. So if you're starting to slide into this kind of B game, you need to move back to your A game, right? You need to tell yourself what you need to know logically to get you back up here in this A game. Because if not, you're just going to continue down. You're going to go to C game, and that's where we all get wrecked. Okay. Over leveraging, forcing trades because you need to make it now, risking too much, get ahead faster, feeling like the trade has to be a big breakthrough every day. Okay, you feel like you have to make that $1,000, $2,000 profit every day. Okay, that's not this game. All right. So action plan: remind yourself ambition needs process, not impulsiveness. Okay, be ambitious for your process. All right. Celebrate process milestones. Okay, not just money. All right, don't always high five yourself when you make good money because you're going to encourage yourself to chase the money. Chase your process instead. All right, journal to track small improvements. Proof that growth is happening. Visualize a trading mantra or marathon. Sorry, visualize trading as a marathon, not a sprint. Okay, big thing. All right, last one. I'm almost doing this. I'm over 7 minutes, but it's okay. Lack of patience. All right. Waiting for high quality setups only, and you're okay with missing out on trades that doesn't fit. And there's always another. Okay. Trusting that your system will present trades in time. This is your A game. Patience. Okay. Lack of patience, like you're going to drop into your B game. You start feeling antsy. You're missing out if you're not in a trade, entering borderline setups that have that almost meet your criteria. That's okay. I do that sometimes, but I adjust my risk accordingly. And I also make sure that it's a logical thing, right? Not just because I'm antsy. All right. Okay, so you're easily bored clicking around too much. If you start to notice these kind of behaviors and you feel the antsiness and you're clicking around, you're bored, you're like, I just want to be in a trade. Okay, that's a problem. Okay. It's lack of patience. If you don't trade today, that's fine. Okay. Keeping money in your pocket a lot of times because you're not losing it on just randomly trading is a big W. All right. If you slide even further, you're going to jump into random setups with no real plan, taking advantage of revenge trades because you're frustrated and abandoning your edge entirely just to be in the market. Okay. So you guys can see, like, on a consistent basis, I'm trying to rate myself where I'm at, A, B, or C. If I'm at my A, I try to stay there. If I see myself sliding into B, I try to use mantras and things like that. And it's not a weird way. I just try to remind myself of the logic that has kept me profitable, right? Patience is profitability. Okay. So I try to push myself back up in the A game. If I can't, and I start to pull up and I start to drop into my C game, I usually quit. Okay, because obviously I'm not operating at full capacity, and I want to give this day trading career the best I have. So if I'm not able to operate in my A game, I'd rather just walk away, guys. I wanted to do a quick summary of this because I made a 40-minute video on it. Here's a 9-minute video. I hope this is helpful. Share it out. Good luck. Get the book, Mental Game of Trading by Jared Tendler. It's amazing. It's changed the way I look at the market and myself when I trade. So I'll see you guys in the next video.